bad as I thought he was, you know, but he was bad. You know, he go up to Compton High School talking about, hey, bro, you got some change? And then the nigga be like, no, I ain't got no change, bro. He said, okay, so, and then start patting his pockets and shit, talking about all I could find, I could have right then.
Be very careful who you talk to, because you'll never know who the informant is, who the cooperating witness may be, and you'll never know somebody who was a friend today may have been flipped the night before and become your enemy tomorrow.
About humanity, putting truth in these lines, while they busy feeding lies. When you got that tunnel vision, gotta open up your eyes. Wake up and go to sleep. Man, I'm praying all times. And to my guys, ain't no other side. This for my brothers, I'ma pray with y'all shine. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Yeah, you already know.
Depending on the lessons, some people eat, some people learn. But the game is gonna send you a bill.
What about Head Hauncho? What was Head Hauncho like?
Head Hauncho, he was more like, he was that guy that intervened whenever Mac Thomas went to jail and got locked up. You know, it's an old saying that goes, if the head died, the body must follow, you know what I'm saying? So when Mac is locked up, you know, the body is out here just running loose without any instructions or anything, you know. This is where the Head Hauncho came in at.
What was the uniform like? You know.
Well, you know, it was
because I think Mac kind of perfected the uniform, with, you know, the way he wore the overalls, the khakis, and pulled the hat down and everything.
Yeah, that right there, you know, they flip them down like this here. The coldest gangster that wore that look to me was Tookie. Cause he had them cornrows, he had that sucker turned down like that with the overalls, and yeah, he was definitely, you know, someone that you would recognize, or you can't take your eyes off the moment he walks into your presence.
You own Alondra, Willowbrook, neighborhood corner store. You, Grasshopper, and Tighteyes.
Mm-hmm.
You going in, Tookie coming out. What was that?
Well, that right there. That's in the movie. That scene right there is in the movie. It was right there off of Alondra and Willowbrook at the corner market store. Tookie would just happen to be in the area because he had dropped off some girl that he was with that night, you know, at a club or something, you know, and we ran into him at the store. And when he saw Tighteyes and Grasshopper, he was more like, okay, if it ain't 4 legs of trouble. Yeah, man. But I invited them to the picnic at Peck's Park, you know, and everybody showed up, all the Lolos. We had the barbecue, the smoke in the air, you know. It was a
what
nice
year was
event.
that?
Oh, let me see.
70s, early.
Yeah, it had to been somewhere in the early, like around 73, 74. Something like that. And a lot of little youngsters right now today, you know, wasn't even born yet, you know. And that's the reason why this movie is going to be so important, you know, because it's not glorifying gang banging or anything like that, but we are talking about something that really happened and the way it happened, you know, and this could be very educational for a lot of people, you know. So
most people know him as Rebo, but you guys all really call him Grebo. Ronaldo. We talking about Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Big Grebo, Big Rebo.
Yeah.
What was that personality like? And he's part of the movie as well.
Yeah, he's in the movie too. Rest in peace, Grebo. You know, I threw a barbecue at.
You was always throwing barbecues.
Yeah,
man.
I was always throwing barbecues. So not long ago, before Rebo, before he died, he
Rest
came.
in peace, Rebo.
Yeah, he came to the barbecue, and he asked me to make sure that I put him in the movie. So I said, yes, you in, bro, for sure, because we can't do Park Village without Grebo, you know. So you know, King Rat, you know, we need to get him in there. You know what I'm saying?
How did King Rat get that name?
You know, Cat Rat, man. It was that night, man. Compton High School, and he came out and showed up and showed out, you know, and grabbed a whole block of cheese and ran with it, hopped the fence, and he was gone, you know. And we called him King Rat after that. That was crazy.
Well, Boot Hill Reggie had, because Boot Hill Reggie was like the rooster or the caller, the town crier of that epicenter where all those Crips reside at, because he would come out early in the morning.
Early. Yo.
Boot Hill Reggie.
Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, every single morning, because we live right across the street from Boot Hill, you know what I'm saying? So my bedroom window, I could look out my window and there go Boot Hill right there, you know, just right across the street. So we definitely got a wake-up call from him every morning.
I'm gonna bring this guy up. He used to run with Tookie. And for the life of me, I don't understand why he did what he did, but sometimes people can run with you and have a disdain and the whole time be obviously not caring, you know.
Yeah.
For
You
him.
must be talking about Jamel or somebody.
Because there's been, let me say this, Miyo. There's been a couple of I'm talking about top Compton Crips that actually wanted to do him harm, and Tookie intervened and said, nah, homie, that's the homie. He just, you know, having a moment or whatever, let it go.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the dudes that really like what to do. I'm gonna say Guy Walker was one of them, pretty Crip.
Right.
Marcellus was another.
Yeah.
Right? And Tookie intervened on them behalf and just said, nah, let me deal with it. And they trusted Tookie enough to handle it, you know. But for Jamel to do what he did on that day in Tookie's most critical hour of need, because we got to make this part of it too.
Yeah.
We can't leave that part of it, because there's highs and lows in documentaries and movies.
Yeah.
So we want to capture that as well. But
Yeah, we have let me see, Raymond Washington, his daughter is gonna be with us, walking us through it. She never met her dad, Raymond Washington. She never met him. She was born. She was probably, you know, still in.
I think she was born that year, 79. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think Mama was still carrying her, you know, when he died.
A lot of people didn't know Raymond used to come to the Grandies like he lived in there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, his name was a well-known name in the streets. You know, if you have never met him before, you know what I'm saying, you heard about him.
And everybody knew if you come in the Grandies, blink your lights 2 to 3 times, and then you got the okay to come in. And that was everybody.
Yeah, we shot a video in the Grandies a year ago. So y'all check that out. It's called wait a minute,
Was that Geechee Gotti? Who was it?
With Geechee Gotti. It's called
I don't remember the name.
no, I know the name. Something about your set, or no,
Rep your set or something?
no, it's
Nope.
Dang, I was just watching that video just probably about a week or so ago.
Shout out to Geechee Gotti.
Yeah. And shout out to Dr. Dre, man. You built a beautiful school, bro. You know, Compton High, you know, it's oh man, it's unsustainable, man. It's just a beautiful school. Probably the most beautiful building in Compton.
So let's go to a couple of scenes within the movie. One of the scenes will be with you specifically when you were hit. Show us that. Can you show us that where you was hit at?
Oh yeah, it's this part of the movie. It was my boy, Little Vic, you know, and he playing with the gun, and I told him, don't play with that gun no more. I said, that's how niggas get shot. Little punk niggas like you playing with guns, you know what I'm saying? And he played with it again the next day, and I took my shirt off, and I was running up to him, and he was pulling the gun out like this here, and I leaped, and I kicked the gun out of his hand, and the gun flew across and hit the wall and went off, and it shot me right here. I don't know if you can see that.
Yes.
Yeah. So it took the whole shoulder off. It was a 357, and the little gristle from this bone here to this bone, the little gristle that holds them two together, the bullet blew that off, and it left both bones sitting apart like this here. So yeah, that's gonna be in the movie, all the way to the hospital, the doctor that came in my room to tell me about, you know, my situation, and they started talking about they're gonna cut my arm off. There was nothing there to hold it together. So when he left the room, I got on the phone, called my mom's. And my mom's, you know, she said, son, let me call you right back. And we hung up. Next thing you know, my big brother come walking up in my bedroom, and he was like, where your clothes at? I pointed, and he walked over and started pulling the IVs out my arm. And we went and got in this Lolo. You know, he had that clean 6'3" Chevy with the white diamond tucked inside. I think it was the cleanest Chevy in Compton. Yeah.
Cali Finest, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money. Got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga, streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products till the feds get me. It's guap off top, diamond Cartier. That nigga wall won't give a broke bitch the time of day. They see me climbing, they see me shining. That's hard work, proof of grinding. New money got me tipping in that 550. Ali, bad man, and I'm so pretty. I got that tech with me, that's my hater sprayer. Go big, grind now, nigga, play later. What can I say? I'm addicted to this paper stacking, and I don't talk about it, I just make it happen.